Just okay. I've got the. I'll have to wait for the dumb Twitch ad to go away, but might as well get started now. Hello, folks, and welcome to another live stream with the Designing for Dudes. All
Yeah, I
two of
thought
them.
I thought I would be out today, but I'm not. So
Mhm.
I guess we're just taking a break from Bug for a week, but that's fine because I a week to decompress from Bug is not the worst thing in the world.
Bug almost literally made you sick.
Yes, I'm blaming it on Bug for the rest of my life.
There you
Or
go. No, but we did a little bit of replanning. Seemed like Gooms was going to be out, so I set up to do a one-off stream. Gooms showed up at the last second. I found him between my couch cushions, so it was like, okay, well, Gooms can hang out with me for this one-off stream. But I went to hopped on the Discord server. You too can be a part of the Designing for Discord server. Just follow the link wherever the link is. I forget if I have it on Twitch. Uh, I did a quick poll and I said, hey, as a kid, I played a lot of licensed games. I just want to do something nice and easy. Let's do a licensed game. Here are some companies. Pick one. The people's voted for Nickelodeon, so we're going to take a look at the SpongeBob game I grew up with, Revenge of the Flying Dutchman.
Mhm.
Uh, Now, the first thing you will note is that it is not Battle for Bikini Bottom. Uh, You were absolutely right. You said that she was complaining because she's a Battle for Bikini Bottom true fan. No, that's just my cat. Hey, well, um, going all right. We're just getting set up here. I was just explaining. We're going to be playing Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, which is not Battle for Bikini Bottom. Um, I didn't have Battle for Bikini Bottom as a kid. I did play this. I actually have very fond memories of this. This was a Blockbuster rental back when Blockbuster was a thing. One of the only games I ever actually full cleared as a rental. I later got it for GameCube. Um, Years after the fact, I would play Battle for Bikini Bottom. And I was like, well, it's fine. Um, and I'm not gonna be a huge dick about it. Battle for Bikini Bottom is fine. I think I played it a bit late for it to really click with me, but it's a solid game. But I do think that this one is a bit slept on, and I especially take umbrage with people who come in saying, "Oh, this is the worstest SpongeBob game," or "Oh, this is no good," or "Oh, they were all bad until Battle for Bikini Bottom." Now, this one has the sauce, dudes. It's different. This is more of an adventure game that happens to have 3D platforming. But
so
I don't know.
this was before Battle for Bikini Bottom.
This was a year before.
Okay,
Time wise, I think this is a season 2 game, and Battle for Bikini Bottom is a season 3 game.
gotcha.
Uh,
Um, those are after season three, famously, is not worth caring about. So I guess they're both within that window.
I did say Gooms was out tonight. He showed up again.
Yeah, I um, thought I would be missing, but I am not. So that's why we're taking a break from Bug this week
Mhm.
in order to do this. Switched out at the last second, but
Yeah.
I'm fine with taking a break from that.
By the time
Anyway,
Gooms hopped on, I had the poll running, and I was like, don't wanna. I'm most of the way set up already. Let's just keep going with what we got. Seasons 4 and 5 of SpongeBob had some good ones. I'm not gonna. I. Th- uh, I don't know SpongeBob well, and I've seen a lot of SpongeBob. I don't know SpongeBob well enough to say what the clear demarcation is. Like I know some people with Simpsons say that there's a very specific cutoff point. With SpongeBob, I don't know. There's some fun stuff in the later seasons. I had funnily enough, a math professor in high school who did as an annual treat would the last class before Christmas would always show the the first Christmas episode. But which I think that is like season 2 or 3. But one year he also said he also showed us the slide whistle one. I forget what season that's from, but he was like, "This has replaced Band Geeks as my favorite episode." And again, this was my math professor who inexplicably has these very specific opinions on SpongeBob, which cheers, man. But like, so he showed us that one, and I was like, this is pretty good actually. So I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of the post movie stuff, but I've enjoyed some of what I've seen.
Do not ever watch the Patrick Show. I watched the first episode on a whim. Literally one of the worst experiences of my life.
I have heard it that the spin-offs get pretty rough. Love the one where Patrick writes a song. I don't think I've seen that one. But all right. I am going to get us underway here. This is very briefly going to be quite loud. Let me see if I can. Nope. Nick Games. Let's quiet that. THQ.
It is kind of weird to be nostalgic for like this era where every company wanted a piece of that video game pie, so they were making all of these pretty cheap but enjoyable enough licensed games. Mm-hmm. Disney had a ton of them, of course, and then Nickelodeon had quite a few of them. They even tried to pretend they were like a quote-unquote legit video game company with stuff like Tak and the Power of Juju.
And I know Nicktoons Unite lasted for quite a while as well. Didn't the studio BigSky that made this, no, BigSky, BigSky was someone else, go bankrupt after this? I believe so, yes. I think they only made like 2 games or something, and I forget if this just didn't sell well. No, that can't be. That's hard to believe because this was a SpongeBob game and Nick advertised the ever-loving snot out of it. BigSky is a different studio that closed down, indeed.
It's probably with companies you can never be sure. Sometimes it takes more than selling well in order to save a studio because they have a lot of mismanagement issues.
So this is our main menu. Believe it or not, we actually get to kind of run around here. This is a little opportunity to explore. We just walk. We can't actually jump or anything, but
always a fan of menus like this. I think they're fun.
We can load our game from here. Start a new game by frying up some patties. Options are condiments. There are also extras in the food locker here. Oh, okay. If I remember correctly, this is one of those games that does not care about interface spoilers, so I'm going to be limiting how much we're looking at odds and ends.
So we shouldn't even adjust options.
No.
Well, those aren't options; those are extras.
All right.
Guess we're good.
Yeah, no, we're fine. Okay. I will also say we are not going to be finishing this tonight. This is like a 5-6 hour game. Probably longer, honestly. I figure we'll just. Well, I'm glad you're having fun. We'll just play this for a bit. Have fun with it. If there's interest, we can come back to this some other time. But for now, we're just having a casual night, enjoying this, seeing how far we get. All right, let's get right to it. Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, let's go. Hey, Jared. Yes, I am a big fan of this one.
What a silly dream. Mr. Krabs had to close the Krusty Krab. Like that'd ever happen. I have the feeling today will be like no other day. Now, I wonder where Gary is. I should probably walk him before I go to work.
Oh, if that's not Tom Kenny, that's actually a really good impression of him.
They actually got the full cast for this one,
Okay.
which includes
Well, there you
Clancy
go.
Brown,
Huh.
who famously not in Battle for Bikini Bottom. I swear I'm going to stop with the comparisons, but famously Clancy Brown wasn't available for most of the SpongeBob games, but for whatever reason, this one they were able to swing him.
Huh.
All right, so we just put on our pants. Pants are actually our health meter, I believe.
Okay.
So the game just gives us a little bit of space here to explore. We've got a jump. We have a hover. I don't quite get how that works, but you know.
We're underwater.
Well, that is true. If we crouch, we run by Mario 2 rules where we get an increased jump, so that's often useful. We can also roll around. I forget what the purpose of rolling around is.
We've been cursed, I guess.
Oh, yes. I can bring up our collectibles here. We'll see a lot of these over the course of things, but the main thing to note are the letters of SpongeBob. Each area we'll need to collect each of those to clear out the area. You can kind of think of them like Jiggies or Power Stars or such.
Right.
We also have an attack. Right now it's kind of a piddly karate chop. Not going to be turning any heads, but it's something to work with.
I mean, we are SpongeBob. We're not known for our combat prowess.
Yes, indeed. I get the love for heavy iron games in the current revival with Purple Lamp, but this one's gotten an unfair rap over the years, in my humble opinion. Absolutely agreed. I was just saying that a little earlier. Like, no knocking the games that people like. I think this one is kind of slept on.
Good morning, Gary. Wait till I tell you about my crazy dream where the Krusty Krab was closed and meow. Oh, you don't say. You had a dream too? Meow, 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 meow. That something really bad is gonna happen? Uh-huh. Meow, 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 meow. Whoa, that really is bad. Well, I know just the thing to cheer you up. I'll go fetch your favorite fetching stick.
All right, and we have to find the steak. So,
These KOTOR-ass talking animations always make me laugh.
oh yeah, kinda, huh?
Don't you think your little friend Gary would like to play some fetch?
Yeah, I guess.
Very well. Then move next to his fetching stick and press the action button to pick it up. Then you can carry the stick to Gary and delight him.
I don't think SpongeBob has ever talked to the narrator before.
I also don't know. They kind of take the French narrator in a bit of a different direction with this one. I don't know why he sounds so. He sounds so kind of suave.
Well, I don't think that.
Why don't you pick up the fetching stick?
I don't think that's Tom Kenny either, because it was originally.
I think that one. I think they've recast.
Which is odd, because they have Tom Kenny for SpongeBob.
He's there for SpongeBob and Gary, and I forget if other people, but.
You
here
didn't
we
think
go.
I was gonna leave for work without a quick game of fetch, did you, Gary? Now come on, boy! Go long! Longer! Longer!
But Gary's a cat.
What did you dig up outside, boy? There's something written on it. I think it says, Damger, Donut Alpine, Orelsi. I wonder what that means. Maybe we should see what's inside. Oh, don't be such a soggy sport, Gary. What harm can there be in just a little peek? Just what I always wanted, a muddy little bottle. Just think of all the fun we can have cleaning it. Here we go.
Arr! Who summons me from my endless slumber? I'll have your eyes for appetizers and your insides for dessert, for I am the Flying Dutchman.
Sorry about that. Just hop right back into your bottle and we'll bury you back out in the yard so you can...
Silence! I'll not return to that prison ever again. And what's this? You've gotten into my treasure, have you? Ooh, I hate it when someone messes with my doubloons. Now, what shall I do with ye lowly knaves who dared stir me up? Let me consult my rule book on ghostly doings. In the case of accidental discovery and wanton disruption of my booty, the perpetrators must serve for an eternity on my bloody crew. Well, I ain't never been out to sea with a talking cheese block before, but rules is rules, so I gotta take you with me. Are you ready?
Hold on there, Mr. Dutchman, sir. Technically speaking, it was not me who found you. Gary's the one who dug you up.
Ooh, that's a relief. This little varmint looks like he can do 10 times the work. If he can survive my hypnotic spell.
Oh, no, not Gary. That's not what I meant. Take me.
Way to
him,
throw him under
not
the
him,
bus,
him, him.
SpongeBob.
Too late. My decision is made. Now I've got to check on the treasure stashed back on my ship to make sure no one's been spreading that around. But I'll return shortly to pick up my new crewmate. Say your farewells before I return.
Don't worry, Gary. I'll think of something, and it'll be the type of something that will save you. You can bet on it. Oh.
So yeah, that's our setup.
And I guess getting Clancy Brown was probably important, considering the Flying Dutchman is like the second most important character in this game.
I don't think he's the Flying Dutchman. I think that's Tom Kenny as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, Clancy Brown, I think, is just Mr. Krabs.
You would think it would be both, considering, pirate, but...
Piratey, yeah. But, yeah, so, they've definitely futzed a little bit with the rules of how the Flying Dutchman works for this. I'm sure that's largely an artifact of this is a different team handling it, but...
Who's afraid of the big bad Dutchman? Not us.
I heard that.
I'd argue that the Flying Dutchman, especially early on, was so loosely defined that you could kind of get away with doing weird stuff with him like this.
Yeah. I kind of prefer that, though. He just shows up in whatever random plot fits whatever spooky idea they want to do. Like he's having defined lore with him sort of defeats the purpose. He needs to be a little unexpected, I think.
Yeah. Alright, so one thing that I need to remember is this game does not autosave, so we're going to just regularly save this. I have been screwed over by that. And back from using the bathroom, what are we talking about? We just got the plot. Gary unburied the Flying Dutchman's magic lamp, so to speak. And we accidentally
It's
unleashed
actually
him.
a bottle.
Yes, naturally. We just unleashed him. Unleashing him also spread doubloons all over the place, so we're collecting those. Gary is about to be claimed by the Flying Dutchman to join his bloody crew, and we're about to have a really bad day. But not much we can do about it. Load times are a little bit of a thing for this game. I think cats can do plenty of dog trips. Not a cat expert, but I remember that being possible. Plus, you have dog-like breeds like the Maine Coon. They play a little bit with Gary, but yeah. Oh.
I like that the flowers bounce when you rub up against them.
Oh. I shouldn't.
The rarely seen SpongeBob back door.
Yes, indeed. If I had bothered testing it, I think we would have gotten a message saying that we couldn't go out this way because there was a barrel in place. But yeah, I don't know that there was a game before this that really defined the layout of Bikini Bottom in full 3D space. Now, of course, this being SpongeBob, they just kind of play fast and loose with it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But definitely as a kid, it was really fun going, oh, okay, this is their street, and then later we'll be going to the Krusty Krab and just kind of seeing the layout of stuff. They again give you plenty of space out here to explore and get used to the controls.
I really need to reach that other ledge, but I don't think I have it in me.
Don't be discouraged. You can do it. Press jump, then you can glide a bit farther if you press jump again before you land.
Hey fellas, how's it going? Hey Liam, we're just getting into the game here.
Who would leave a letter tile sitting around like that? It's as if someone wanted me to find it.
That is no ordinary letter tile. It is a clue. Gather all the letters that spell your name, and you will have enough clues to find a hidden treasure.
Find all the letters that spell SpongeBob's name. And there we go. Like I said, this will just go ahead and spoil what everything is. That'll be used. We'll refer to that over the course of it, but I'm not going to poke around too much because you do, and it'll just tell you, oh, this is the end game area, and
yeah,
definitely had the experience of a kid going, oh, okay. Let's see what Patrick's up to.
Gee, Patrick, is everything okay?
Not okay, not okay. Something fell on my roof and now my TV doesn't work. I can't get up there to fix the thingy and I'm missing all my favorite shows. No.
Oh, that's too bad. I wish there was something I could do to help.
Ah, but there is. You can get up there if you try. Hold the duck button, then press the jump button to reach high places.
What are you waiting for, SpongeBob? I'm missing my shows. A real buddy would get up there and make my life complete again.
Oh, barnacles.
Nice and simple.
Alrighty, looks like I found your problem. There's a big thingy on your thingy and it's all bent out of shape. But it looks too big for me to move.
You don't need to move it when you can simply break it apart. Face the container and press the action button to karate chop it.
That's it. And we'll...
Whoa! My TV is fixed! You saved me from thinking, SpongeBob!
Save your gratitude, my jolly pink friend. It's all in a day's work for a sponge such as I. But, maybe you can help me with a problem that I'm having. You see, it all started this morning when Gary and I were playing fetch.
On second thought, who wants to stay at home and watch TV on a day like this? I'm going downtown to see the new construction site. Maybe you could meet me there and we'll play Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Last one, there's a nematode.
Alright. We'll catch up with Patrick a little bit later.
Kenny's early performances as SpongeBob had a lot more range than it has today. Yes, definitely.
I definitely feel that.
He's kind of phoning it in these years, unfortunately.
Hello. There we go.
This released during the original run of premieres for seasons 2 and 3, which had major overlap between 2001 and 2003. Learned that a few years ago. So the inconsistent lore makes sense. Granted, SpongeBob's generally been pretty unconcerned with canon/lore, as with most cartoons, which isn't really a problem, just an observation.
Yeah, that's fair. And like I said, yeah, like you said, it's not really that big of a deal. It's just kind of funny that I think this is the only thing that really uses the Flying Dutchman in this particular way. Let's see, does he comment on it? Oh, no, he doesn't. So later on, we'll be able to go to the Treedome, but it's blocked off at this point.
Yeah, getting the characters right is much more important than getting the exact lore right.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if I'm able to... I don't think... if I remember correctly, we don't have to collect every single doubloon, but getting a lot of them is usually tied to one of the letters.
Maybe it's because of the voice director. It could be, for sure.
Look at
Yeah.
this! A
Could be.
bus stop! I wish I could take a long ride on the bus. Just think of all the amazing places outside Bikini Bottom and all the fun things I could do.
Your wish can easily come true. All you need is the right ticket for this bus stop. When you have the correct ticket, jump onto the bench and the bus will stop for you.
So there is no overworld, but each of these little hub areas is connected one way or another, and we'll be using bus stops to get to most of them.
Gotcha.
Let's see. There we go.
Saves them from having to make this, spend a lot of effort mapping out this world.
Yeah.
I don't know if I remember seeing Squidward's garden.
It was kind of an artifact of earlier on. Do you remember the reef blower episode?
Oh, yeah.
And I don't quite...
Well, that's not very scary. How does Squidward expect to protect his garden with that?
True, it is not scary when it sits still, but it's really something when it moves. Do you see that little fan nearby? You can blow on the fan with your reef blower to activate the mechanism.
Speaking of, we will later get a reef blower to play with, but that's not for quite a while.
Who's this disembodied ASMR voice? That's the narrator.
Yeah, they took the French narrator in a different direction in this game. I will say he's a lot more Jacques. I always mix up Inspector
Jacques
Clouseau
Cousteau.
and Jacques Cousteau. But he is a lot more Jacques Cousteau than the French narrator usually is.
Yeah.
And here we are, right outside the Krusty Krab and the Chum Bucket as well.
Oh, Mr. Krabs warned me about playing hooky. But they look so fun! Maybe just one quick ride while no one's looking.
Ah, you little troublemaker. Those hooks can be very dangerous. But I promise not to tell if you use your fishing net to hang from them. That's the only safe way to do it.
Alright, we'll get our jellyfishing gear very quickly. And we can actually use that to platform off of hooks. In fact, we might be able to do that right away.
Sounds more Polish than French.
If Boom Gardner shows up, we'll have to cross-check with her. There we go. There we go. We'll want to look for these changing tents around the area, because each one will give us access to a different costume, which will in turn give us access to different abilities. The last two, Mermaid Man and Reef Blower, we haven't unlocked yet, but we can switch to the fishing gear right away. Each one has slightly different animations and gives SpongeBob a specific ability. In this case, like it said, we can hang off of hooks. We can also naturally use this to catch jellyfish in the area, which we'll be doing in a little bit here. Oh, at 50 doubloons, we unlocked a letter. We also just naturally collect that one there. Oh, and you get a different animation for your hover.
So, oh, I see it's counting up those jellyfish, so I guess we'll see what that's all about soon.
Indeed. If I remember correctly, you want to get a certain number of jellyfish per area for a letter.
Sauce. Clams in the trash again. Looks like Mr. Krabs will have to call the exterminator.
Do not be so hasty, for these clams are just a part of this cycle of life. When a clam shuts its mouth, you can jump onto it and launch very high. Sometimes, valuable things are hidden in high places.
I do like how they incorporate things like the hooks from Cookie and the changing tent from Ripped Pants. It's a nice adaptation of the stuff they had to work with back then. Very much agreed. I think one of the things that really caught my eye with it as a kid was that, oh, this is exactly like it is in the game and stuff. Which, as someone who played a lot of licensed games as a kid, that made for a decently high bar for these types of things to clear.
Is it just me, or does the UI look unfinished? That's just what you're going to run into with pretty much every game like this at the time.
There is a bit of that, yeah. Like, not the cleanest sprites for the UI effects, or the fact that it just goes completely silent on the pause screen.
I actually think this looks pretty nice UI compared to most licensed games. It's just that during this era there was not a lot of budget for them, so
sure.
You just have to be happy that these games are playable and like are able to excel in any areas, because they just these days you get games, most games have to excel in every area. In the past, especially for a lot of licensed games, you would get they would only excel in specific areas and not everything.
Oh yeah, you can also go to first-person view, just cause. But yeah.
So for this one, the priority was clearly in the getting the characters and the licenses right, so everything else was just not a priority.
Right, I think I have to be a little. Nope. Where is it? There it is. Oh, yeah. Right. Being jellyfish, they will hurt you if you let them run into you. Maybe it's if I just go up here and then. There we go.
But like, I guess looking at these sorts of games, you have to find things to like in spite of what they are, instead of just liking them compared to the high budget stuff, which isn't really a knock against it. You just have to be you have to lessen your expectations a bit.
Oh, well, obviously I need to grab this. Can I? Nope. I don't even need to do a power jump. It'll just be good. Alright. Strictly speaking, I don't... The main thing you get from being in your regular outfit is that you have the standard attack. In most cases, I think you're fine just being in fishing gear, but it also overwrites whatever the music is for the fishing gear music, which is pleasant. But it's nice to hear what the actual level theme is as well sometimes. Ah, darn. I'll come back for the jellyfish, I guess. Alright, so these are enemy fish. We have to... well, they're usually a bit more impressive. There we go.
Pretty rare that you find games that aren't Mario 2 where you can just stand on enemies' head without killing them.
True. So I guess I defeated him by chopping with some karate chop. So SpongeBob's actually got a little bit of oomph to him, I guess. There we go. That's all the letters. Once we collect all the letters, we... well, look, I was very confused when this first happened during my original playthrough.
Good thing it isn't a hard one of these.
Look, I don't know.
So, all these years later, do you understand it now?
It's not over yet. Just... just wait for this loading screen. Okay, so now that we've collected all the tiles, we unlocked a hint that reveals the location of a treasure. So now we're in our treasure hunting outfit. We can use our divining rod to... that acts as a bit of a Geiger counter to steer us towards the location of the treasure. We also... when you're treasure hunting, there are no enemies, but they do give you completely unique animations, even though you can't switch into this costume under normal circumstances. So... I think it's this way? Oh, there it is!
Oh.
Found one of the Dutchman's treasures! Find all the treasures to defeat the Dutchman!
Little did scientists know that dowsing rods actually work. It's just that they find the places that don't have water.
would have given me nightmares. It was very confusing. Alright, and finally this.
Avast, you little varmint! The time has come for you to join my ghostly crew. No use fighting it. Your fate's been decided. Now looky here what I got for you. That's right. Watch the little sticky.
Gary, where are you, boy? Gary! Why did you take Gary, Mr. Dutchman? Why? No one makes my best friends into pirates, and I mean no one!
LB, what's brown and sticky?
I was so mad at that joke as a kid. Chocolate, naturally.
A stick.
Yes. Funnily enough, as a kid, I'd always solve these puzzles the same way Patrick did. Take out all the pieces and put them back in the right place. Oh, Squidward jump scare.
Hello, SpongeBob. So nice of you to finally join us.
Squidward! Am I glad to see you? You won't believe what just happened to me and Gary.
I don't have time for another one of your ridiculous tales. Mr. Krabs wants us to get to the Krusty Krab right away so he can tell us some important news.
Important news? Maybe Mr. Krabs is going to announce the Employee of the Month. What are we waiting for?
Beats me. You just keep chattering away and I'll see you there when you're done.
So that's how it is. Trying to hear the news before me, eh? Well, let's see who can get to the Krusty Krab first.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Race! Come on! We have to go! Hurry! He's catching up!
Yeah, that's fun.
Oh no, he's gaining on us!
I kind of want to see what happens if you let him win.
Yeah, okay. Those first few notes will drive me insane by the end of the stream. What do you mean? Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. Sorry. He curses out the Flying Dutchman smiling. It's weird too because they do animate him having other emotions. He's just really happy to have lost Gary in that moment.
That's what we're checking right now, Liam.
Wait for it. It's gonna be great.
See, Mr. Krabs, I told you SpongeBob would show up eventually. I sure hope you're not mad about having to wait because then someone might not be picked as your Employee of the Month.
I can explain. Really, there was this accident and an earthquake, and then this big whirlpool opened up above me. Oh, please, Mr. Krabs, you've got to pick me for Employee of the Month.
All right, you two, stop your jabbering. I've got some difficult news to tell you. Business has been very slow lately, so I'm gonna shut down the Krusty Krab until it picks up again.
Shut down the Krusty Krab. I think I'm gonna faint.
You boys can hang around here or go home, but I can't pay you one way or the other. Sorry.
Well, isn't that just great? I'm going home to think of some ways to pay the bills. So long, SpongeBob.
I don't think I've ever actually seen the cutscene of losing the race. That's fun. If you win, it's mostly just SpongeBob rubbing it in and Squidward not caring one jot about it. So it's actually very funny to me that Squidward actually rubs it in if he wins. Sorry, there's a delay on my end. It's all good. No worries.
Before you talk to Mr. Krabs, get all this other stuff.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll have to step outside real quick. Bear with me for a couple loading screens. This was, I think, '02, so it's early enough in this generation that, yeah, okay, there's going to be a bit of a delay. They won't have all the load times down pat, or you
Yeah.
could understand having a game like this. November '02, that's right.
I mean, it's still 10 times faster than Sonic 06, so there you go.
For that matter, I think Wrath of Cortex is way slower too, so... Alright, I think with this will be this area completely checked out. Let's see. Oh, not quite. Still some doubloons, still some jellyfish. Dollars is another collectible. Wrap your head around that one. But we don't have to worry about that in this, in Bikini Bottom. We'll go to the main menu and...
No one seems
Oh, crap.
interested in going out anymore. They think it's too much trouble to leave home.
Too bad we can't move the Krusty Krab into their homes.
Oh, that's
SpongeBob,
relatable.
That's it. We'll do just that.
Yeah! What is that? Oh, you want to move the
We'll
Krusty
start an
Krab?
Uber Eats.
Should I get a hammer?
Never mind that. I'm going downtown to set things up. You take this bus ticket and meet me there as soon as you can.
In point of fact, yes. Was that all the... No, not quite. But we now have our first... I guess we're just going to leave those Krabby Patties there. We now have our first bus ticket, so we can now explore our first new area.
Are you gonna get those? Yeah, pants.
Yes. Right. I will say health really doesn't matter in this game. If there is no live system, so if you run out of health, just respawn. But it's nice not having to respawn.
So, do you have a max health in this game?
I think it's. I think we're at it. It's 5.
Okay.
5 pants. Oh, wait a sec. Let's check in with Squidward real quick. Since he did say he was going back home.
Hey, Squidward, what's with all the stuff on your lawn?
A squid has to pay his rent somehow, so I'm having a little yard sale to make a few extra sand dollars. Now leave me alone so I can read my book.
What you reading?
It's called How to Defeat Evil Spirits, okay? Now please, let me read.
How to defeat evil spirits? That's just what I need! Can I please borrow your book, Squidward?
You can borrow my book after I'm done with it, okay? So look through my yard sale or whatever, but stop asking about my book.
You think Squidward has a janky-ass hitbox in this game? A little bit. Alright,
Always.
let's see. We need to borrow that book.
Can you hit Squidward with your jellyfishing net? No.
Sadly not. That's the pizza that
Firmly grasp it!
you
Hey, Squidward, this big acorn sure is making a weird buzzing noise.
Acorn? You mean that hive I got from my cousin on the coast?
No, I mean this big buzzing acorn in the glass case. I bet Sandy would really like this.
Oh yeah, I bet your little squirrel friend would really like that acorn. Why don't you buy it for her?
Name your price, yard merchant.
I'll sell it to you for 200 sand dollars. Start saving your tip money.
The acorn costs 200 sand dollars.
I really need that book to save Gary. I just want to borrow it for a little while, but how will I ever get it away from Squidward?
You must sneak up on him while he's napping so he doesn't wake up.
Wait, but he's an octopus? In reference to what?
Squidward said something about a squid's got to make money somehow.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even catch that. Yeah. I guess the creators weren't keen on that. But yeah.
How to defeat evil spirits. Chapter 8. The Flying Dutchman. Any poor soul who awakens the Dutchman must suffer his revenge for all eternity. The only defense against the Dutchman's magical powers are his most personal treasures. These are items which he carried close to him while he was alive. Find all 7 of the lost treasures in order to face down the Dutchman once and for all.
That's it. All I have to do is find the 7 lost treasures of the Dutchman to end this once and for all. Barnacles, I thought this would be a challenge.
There we go.
I mean, they call him a squid a lot of times on the show, so who really cares, honestly?
Well, yeah.
Do they? I don't know if I
Sandy.
remember them ever
Boy, am I
saying
glad
that
to see you.
explicitly,
You
but
won't believe what
maybe they
happened to
did.
me and Gary this morning.
Let me guess. Curiosity got the best of you again?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Well, don't you fret, little varmint. This squirrel knows just the thing to cheer you up. A good old-fashioned karate match. Just step into my arena when you're good and ready.
All right. Well, let's go. Let's do this. We have other places to be, but let's go.
Off the top of my head, Mr. Krabs calls him a delivery squid in pizza delivery. Well, fair enough.
All right, boss fight.
Okay, now listen up, because I'm going to remind you how this all works. We've got a short amount of time to bust up all this junk in your
Oh,
yard.
not quite.
The person who breaks the most stuff when the time runs out is the winner.
Just tell me which moves are legal, if you have the guts.
I'll teach you a few moves. You can press the action button to karate chop, and press the action button a couple of times to chain attacks together, press the action button in the air to do a kick. Got all that? Ready, set, go! Ow! Ow!
You can also just totally stun her if we want.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
The game just labels her as foe because we will be reusing this style of combat a couple times. Yeah, it's not difficult.
But yeah, they famously just didn't want to call him Octoword. They thought it was a stupid name, so they named him Squidward, even though it was the design was based off an octopus.
See, I didn't actually know that.
Yeah. Squidward sounds like Edward, so like kind of a real name.
Oh, sure, okay. Your karate skill is mighty. Thank you, game. He was drawn with 6 tentacles because 8 looked bulky.
I gotta admit, SpongeBob, that was some tussle. You did okay for a sea critter.
Oh, you weren't so bad. For a land critter.
That plum took all the fire out of me. I'm going home for a nap. Why don't you drop on by my Treedome and pay a visit, okay?
That was sure swell of Sandy to cheer me up. I wish I could do something special for her. I know! I'll give her a present! But what would Sandy like?
So we could go to the Treedome right away, but I'm going to have us go downtown instead, since there's a bit more we can do there.
tartar sauce. I still don't have the right ticket for this bus stop.
All right. I forgot that specific bus stops. You can't just go to a bus stop for all places. So that's the one for Jellyfish Fields. This is the one for the Goo Lagoon. Spoilers, but you know. And this one is for... which leaves this one for downtown. It's for the bathrooms in Rock Bottom. Oh, that one's for the bathroom.
So this is downtown Bikini Bottom. How will I ever find Mr. Krabs in such a huge place where the streets never end and the buildings just go on and on and on?
Okay, SpongeBob? You on something?
He's so worried. That expression always gets me.
Glad you
It
finally made
looks
it,
like
lad.
he's on bath
Between
salts.
you and me in this here cart, there's no stopping us now.
Just what exactly is your plan, Mr. Krabs?
It's just like you said, SpongeBob. If no one wants to leave home, then we bring the Krusty Krab to them. I'm talking about food delivery. I'll put out a bag filled with patties whenever enough orders come in. You need to grab the bag and get to all our customers before it's too late. There might even be some tip money in it for you.
This sounds like fun, Mr. Krabs.
Great! This delivery is to a single location, 17 Seashell Street. Go to Seashell Street, then look for the 17 on the building, then drop off the food at the door. Our food is very popular, so watch out for rough characters who might try to take it from you. Now go to it, lad!
Alright, we gotta hustle.
So, some rough folks downtown who might steal your Krabby Patties.
Oh, wait, what's that? There we go. Alright, so we have to follow the road signs. 17 Seashell, so go down this way. We look for the house sign that reads 17.
Okay.
Not the most exciting thing, but we can speed up a little bit by hopping.
Weirdly an educational thing. This is like an important thing for kids to know that it's never taught by anything. They just expect you to know how to navigate towns.
We even got a little tip.
I kind of like that.
Come to think of it, yeah, you're right. It is kind of a novel thing to run into, huh?
Yeah.
You have to watch out for the alley snail. Oh, nope, that's the... We'll bite if we let it. Oop. Just grab some of these doubloons up here. I'll, there we go. Mr. Krabs looks like he's rocking the 70s white pants vibe. Hey, Boom Gardner. When I was a kid, I had a bunch of early episodes on DVD. I watched the Graveyard Shift episode so many times I can recite 99% of it from memory. Let's see. I had the one. We had a couple of them. We had the one with the house party and the one with. Funnily enough, the first big Flying Dutchman episode.
I never owned any DVDs or anything, but watched many, spent many hours watching reruns on television just because my parents didn't like me playing video games during the week, so I spent a lot of time watching cartoons instead.
Oh, sure. Have y'all played Mugenics? It's been keeping my sanity intact this week. That's the new, I forget his name.
Edmund McMillan.
Edmund
Yes.
McMillan. Okay. I have not played it. It looks like people have been having fun with it, though.
Yeah, I haven't played it either.
I'm ready for the next delivery, Mr. Krabs.
This delivery is a little trickier. There's a building under construction nearby, and it's full of very hungry workers.
Alright, on to the next area. Anyway, in 2016, we got DVDs that had all of seasons 1 through 3, so I didn't really need those other ones anymore. Nice!
Find the 2 workers who placed the order. Some of the other workers might try to take the food from you. Order up!
Let's see. Delivery food to the construction foreman. It's not him. Well, that's Patrick. Oh. Oh. Yeah, taking damage means we have to go re-pick up the food. The only downside was that one of the DVDs had the secret alternate endings for the episode Shanghai. In fact, that is, I had that DVD as, that was one of the DVDs we had as a kid. Yep. There we go. I very much remember moving through or checking out all of the different episodes on that, or all the different endings for that. I believe that's this guy here. There we go. Yep. Try not to fall into the cement that has clearly gotten way out of control. I believe we needed 75 doubloons for that letter. Do you remember what else that DVD had? What was it? Gary Takes a Bath was on there. I definitely remember that. Blanking on some of the others off the cuff. Deliver food to the other foreman. Oh. Let's see. We'll just walk through these powered drills. Let's not worry too much about them. There we go. I think we might have actually had the same DVD. Nice.
I like this area a lot. It feels like with all of the construction equipment, it allows them to have a lot more movement going on.
3 different parties called from the high-rise apartments.
So that'll be on to the next area. But let's check in with Patrick first.
I guess that is the consequence of making things accurate to the show, is that if you're in a place like SpongeBob's neighborhood that doesn't have a lot of things happening around, things moving around, it can make the area look kind of plain, but this looks a lot more vibrant, I think.
Ow. Definitely. Was this a place from in the show? Like, it's kind of the industrial park.
That's what I think they're invoking, but
Can you do anything with that extra Krabby Patty? Well,
Halt, villain! Don't try to get away, for I am Barnacle Boy, super sidekick.
You really had me going there for a minute, Patrick. Where did you get that great costume?
I mailed in 450 kelp bar wrappers and got both official costumes from the Mermaid Man show.
Oh, You got both costumes? Oh, can I be Mermaid Man? Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please.
Oh, gee, I'd really like to, but I've been so hungry since I ran out of kelp bars. If only I had something yummy to eat.
Patrick just Patrick wanted to be Barnacle Boy. That's kind of interesting.
I don't remember I know he played Barnacle Boy in the first Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy episode. Was that by choice, or was it just kind of him doing it? Or
Krabby Patties? I'm saved! Now we can play Mermaid Man for as long as we want! I put your costume in that tent over there, SpongeBob! Watch out, evil! Here we come!
Alright, so we can now be Mermaid Man. Yeah! We can now throw water balls!
Water ball!
And soar around! Yeah! Projectile game! Music is just kind of a ripoff of Pipeline. Yeah!
So I always looked at the water balls as like a joke on how pathetic Mermaid Man actually was. But
yeah, we now have mighty muscles and we can lift these. We could actually lift them in other costumes as well, but shush. Moving heavy things onto pressure plates for some reason. Yeah. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, wait, no. That's not the pressure plate. That's the pressure plate in the middle with the rocks. That was my hints. Uh-oh. Well, let's move this now that it's... Uh-oh. I don't think these things were supposed to interact.
rip.
Well, hopefully we're not screwed over by missing one.
I think you are. You're probably gonna have to reload the area. Or actually, you could probably take the things off of there, maybe.
No, it's now way too low for me to actually get out
Oh
of here.
yeah, you're right. You're gonna have to reload the area.
Let's check in with Mr. Krabs. You're locked out of the true ending. I really like the writing. It really feels like Golden Age SpongeBob.
The first address is Apartment 9. I wrote down the other two addresses for you. Make sure to visit both buildings. Good luck.
Okay, but we're gonna leave.
We'll, after these deliveries.
Okay.
Yeah, Apartment 9! I'm actually going to have us change into, well... It's okay. So, we died, but that is literally all the punishment you get from death. You get a riff of Sailor's hornpipe, and then it just respawns you.
I do appreciate that they have like a little bit of platforming in this game, though.
Yes. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the fishing gear, since that will be a bit useful for stuff. And we can just carry it like this as well. Apartment 4. Yep. SpongeBob could really use a little drop shadow here, but that's okay.
Well, he does. It's just very faint.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Ah, wait, darn. Ride the canoe up. Oh, hey, there's the G. Oh. I want the G. There we go. Yeah! We're spig. That's not gonna work.
I don't think I've ever seen these apartments in anything.
I'm pretty sure it's an invention for the game, yeah. Okay, that's not gonna work. Let's just go back to history. Well.
Oh wait, what does that guy say?
Lil Tutor.
Lil Tutor.
Okay. Not sure what that's all about, but oh, there we go. Like I said, it is a slap on the wrist. Though there is at least one platforming challenge later in the game that I remember being very annoying, so it's not completely toothless. It's just, for the most part, that's not what the game's really interested in challenging the player.
You said that's not what the...
What? It's not how the game is interested in challenging the player.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you meant this game isn't interested in challenging the player at all, or is interested in challenging the player in a different way.
In this way, the game is not interested in challenging the player.
So how is it interested in challenging the player?
I guess it did mean both. Never mind. Get me all tongue-tied
Fair
here.
enough.
I just need a few more sand dollars, and then maybe I can get Sandy a gift.
Well, this is your last delivery. 4 orders have been called in from this neighborhood.
Hate it when power-ups get their own music that makes you want to nerf yourself to hear new music. That's why I can't play Kirby's Dream Land 2. Yeah, unfortunately, that is kind of a thing in this game, yeah. Like, this is a very pleasant track that we're listening to right now. It is very jarring hearing it all the way into the end game whenever you're, like, when you're going through the spooky end game areas, and it's like, well, I have to go jellyfishing. Da, 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 da.
That's fair. I do have a lot of nostalgia for the 3 songs in Kirby's Dream Land 2. I specifically like those songs a lot, so it doesn't bother me as much, but I agree it probably was not the right decision.
I don't think there's anything I can do up here, but... Is that Neptune? Don't know that I've ever seen that. Oop. Hold on. Yeah, depth perception. There, hold on. Let me see if I can get a better angle from this side. Yep. Whip. App, freebie, freebie. Okay, there we go.
Blowhard Hotel.
Oh, and it's him blowing it. Yeah, okay.
It's the classic King Neptune 2, which I personally prefer that. I mean, this is before the movie version existed, but...
Okay, thank you, game. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, it's not an exact match. It's a little more blue than the original, but it's based off of it.
It's definitely evocative of it, yeah. I don't know that I've ever actually tried going all the way up here. Although I say that and watch that there's like a letter up here that you absolutely have to get. And there we go. Clearly I have been up here. It's been years, so I don't remember. Although I will say I don't think I ever noticed that this was a galleon just sideways. That's neat. Yep. No! Now you're the snigb. Why is it meowing? Rip. There's a little more up there that I want to try and check out.
There were some coins you missed.
Yeah. This guy too. Actually, it's kind of a hard jellyfish to snag. Or maybe not. Yep, there we go. Okay. Alright, let's see. Yep. Okay. So then if I go back here... Let me up there? Let me up there. Yep.
Rude.
Ah, man. Why?
It doesn't let you un...
Sometimes I just want to un. Is that so much to ask for?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. We...
Probably would have been more satisfying if you got all those in one go, but...
And... I think we got everything from here before. Are you sure? Just do another code check. Oh wait, maybe not.
Is this its own specific area, or how's that work out?
All of downtown is considered one area.
Okay, so this is part of downtown.
Yes. Just take this planter over here. There we go.
I noticed you were doing a sneaking animation there. Is that important?
Yes, the green jellyfish will, hey, nice. We are now SpongeBob. Green jellyfish, are skittish and will flee if you don't sneak up on them.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Is there a game that you annually play? Love doing that with Donkey Kong on 94. DK94 is a good one to do that with. I can respect that. It's been a while, but for years, I kind of had a rotation where I would do Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast specifically, Ghostmaster, and Maui Mallard in fairly frequent rotation. Like, every year I would play at least one of those. But that being said, it has been a bit since I've done any of them.
I have too little time in order to not play new games these days, unfortunately.
Sort of where I've ended up at over the years myself, yeah, but yep. I'm pretty sure it's an instant ring out if I fall down the sewer. Sewer of Doom. Let's test that theory. Yeah. Okay. That actually got us back quicker, so it's all good.
We were going to do something else before we got sidetracked on that.
We were going to check out the... Oh, yeah, we were going to...
The construction. Yeah.
We're going to reset the puzzle that I totally botched.
Yes.
I think it's meant to be steel guitar for the music on the hooks. Oh, okay.
Oh, also take off your outfit. Well, catch these jellyfish and then take it off.
Strictly speaking, I don't need to catch any more jellyfish for the letter, but there's no reason why we can't go for 100% completion.
So, do these respawn? I thought you already caught these.
They did respawn. Oh, the jellyfish do not respawn. I did not catch them before.
Okay. Guess you just didn't catch them in this area.
Correct. You should play Maui Mallard on stream, would be fun. I agree, I should play Maui Mallard on stream. It would be fun. Someday. There we go. Now I can legally finish the whatever. And in fact, I did need to do that to get one of the tiles. Song Ob. You could probably make that jump with just 3. I don't know if the game actually spawns in the tile with if you don't get the last one up.
Yeah, it feels like you're going to be spending the majority of the game in your jellyfishing outfit, so they probably should have thought through that a little more. It just has by far the most mobility options. And you needed to catch the jellyfish.
Yeah, like it's fine, but it is a nice song. You just hear it a lot over the course of the game. Okay. hell with it. Yep. Alright. Let's be Mermaid Man. Mr. Krabs is back in the business district, not construction site. Nah, I know. We're just rounding out, collecting some of the stuff we missed before. What did Blue Larry do to deserve that? He would have totally beaten us up if we'd let him, but as I say that, I hear what I'm saying, and that just sounds bad.
He wouldn't have died if he wasn't evil.
What's the Kimball line about the elephants? It's too bad they were bad elephants and had to die or something. Like
Oh, yeah.
Source, dude, trust me. There we go. I like that with SpongeBob, you really just need to break out the MS Paint line tool to make him look tough. Yeah!
You just need your pencil and your pencil sharpen here.
Yeah, exactly. You know what it is? They're taking for this song. They're of course trying to invoke the '60s Batman theme, but there's
Right.
also a bit of Pipeline, again surf rock in there.
Uh-huh.
I like that at all times he has the one hand extended, even when he's rolling. There's a letter up there I want to get at. Wish more games did the Aladdin-style graphics, taking frame-by-frame animation and converting them to sprites. Remember, that's why I recommended Maui Mallard. Indeed.
There's actually quite a few games back in that era that did stuff like that. It just...
Oh, okay. So, real quick. That's what the water ball is used for. You throw it at superheated rivets.
Gotcha. But it sort of fell out of favor because it's expensive and
And especially with the shift to 3D graphics, it was less important to meticulously animate things in 2D. But like Aladdin, Maui Mallard, Lion King, Earthworm Jim.
yeah. And then there's the whole like cinematic platformer genre, which is all similar idea with Prince of Persia and
Another World or Out of This
Yeah.
World, if you prefer.
yeah. Lester the Unlikely, even though that one gets unfairly maligned. Heart of Darkness is another good example. Oddworld.
Just gonna just switch back to this because I saw a Jellyfish or two. Funny enough, I don't think Nickelodeon for all the video games that they did, I don't know that they ever had one that really did animation in that way.
I'm not
Maybe
sure.
some of the Ren and Stimpy games. I've never checked those out, but
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know their catalog too well on like Super Nintendo, so I can't say for sure.
correct me if I'm wrong, but Nickelodeon didn't really get big until the N64 PS1 era, right? Oh no, they were big throughout the 90s overall.
Yeah, they were big in the early 90s with Rugrats. Rugrats was their huge first major hit, and then also Ren and Stimpy.
The first here, hold up.
Your first destination is 88 Albatross Avenue. I saw someone else who looked like a delivery boy, so be careful. Hurry up, lad! Time's running out!
Alright, we've got a time limit. Let's go, 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 go.
You're talking about early Nicktoons.
The big three that Nickelodeon debuted all at the same time were Doug, Ren and Stimpy, and Rugrats.
Yeah.
Of those, Doug kind of gets lost in the shuffle a little bit because it's
It got purchased by
phases of it. Disney, yeah, indeed purchased it after a while.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there was a SNES Ren and Stimpy. There were a few of them, I think.
in fact, they just announced a collection of them not too long ago.
Yeah. Weirdly, I don't think there were a lot of Rugrats SNES games, although there were a few N64 ones.
Doug, of course, had the Game Boy Color game, but I'm pretty sure that was Disney era.
Yeah, Doug was definitely the least popular of the three. But it had its fans too.
I remember liking it as a kid. I'd have to rewatch it these days, but
Yeah.
but I will say that a lot of the what people think of as the big Nicktoons, those weren't until the late 90s. So like Hey Arnold was 96, I think.
Yeah.
And most of the stuff that would have gotten a lot of TV shows were after that, or that would have gotten video game tie-ins were after that.
Yeah, I think the quote-unquote modern era started with like Rocko's Modern Life, and then
Here's
Hey
your
Arnold.
food. Thanks.
Patrick, did you just deliver food to my customer?
Hiya, SpongeBob. Are you delivering food for Mr. Krabs too?
Patrick, I am the only one delivering food for Mr. Krabs. Now tell me what you're doing here.
You think you're the only one who can be a delivery boy? Well, I have a job now too, and it's not my fault that you're slower than me. So if you'll excuse me, some of us have work to do.
Mr. Krabs would have told me if he hired someone else. No, there's something definitely funny going on here, and I'm gonna find out who's behind it.
I noticed what was that hat Patrick was suspiciously wearing.
I will be
Dun, dun,
completely
dun.
honest. As a kid, I completely didn't catch it, but delivery complete. You got a tip.
work, SpongeBob. We've made enough money to call it a day.
Mr. Krabs, did you hire another delivery boy?
Don't be crazy, lad. Why would I hire someone else when I can make you do all the work for nothing? But I'll tell you, if someone was cutting into my business, I'd follow him until I found out what was really going on.
Follow him, huh? That's not such a bad idea.
Just make sure you don't get too close or they'll see that you're following them. Anyhow, I'm gonna pack up this stuff soon and head on home. Thanks for all your help, lad.
I like that the Mr. Krabs' food cart is just a smaller crab trap.
Oh yeah, it is a crab trap.
I didn't
like
catch,
I knew.
I didn't catch it
knew it
until
would-
recently, but yeah.
Like I knew it was a treasure chest, but it's also a crab trap, I guess. Lobster trap, crab trap, whatever.
I have completely lost track of Patrick, but I guess I'll just explore around here a little more. What's your last objective here? We're supposed to find and sneak up following Patrick, but I don't even see where Patrick went. I can also just check the pause menu and it'll completely say what it is, but I just want to see if it comes up organically first. I think Patrick is back in the hub world. Might be, yeah. Might be. I'll just do a little more poking around then, just to see. Well, hell with it. Help Sandy clean up the trash. Oh, okay, well, I can't do that just yet. Okay. Let's go back.
Oh, those jellyfish floating around are gonna drive me nuts.
We'll be back to collect them, not to worry.
Is there an obvious
better
plot
feeling
twist
than
you
having
guys didn't
full
see coming
stomach
as a
and me
kid?
Pockets loaded with money. And now for a nice long nap in the office.
If it's a long nap you desire, then I can accommodate you.
A customer! Well, step right inside. Place your order.
You got the wrong idea, crustacean. Just look upon this little treasure and let yourself rest. That's right. Sleep.
I don't know why it held there. But yeah, a neat little trick the game does is to raise the stakes. The Flying Dutchman will continue to abduct our friends over the course of the adventure.
Look, there goes your delivery rival. Now is your chance to find out who is behind this. Don't let him get away this time.
But as sort of a neat trick, the game will only abduct NPCs when they are no longer relevant to the adventure.
Yeah, our friends, like Mr. Krabs.
SpongeBob considers him a friend.
Low-key, I think Mr. Krabs is the true villain of the show, not Plankton.
There's maybe a bit of truth to that. We don't even really have to sneak up, we just follow behind. But we'll sneak up here.
I'm sorry, Mr. Krabs, but all those people who ordered food told me they already got it.
fool! Worthless lackey! I mean, that's okay. Others will soon phone in their orders and will be ready and waiting to intercept their calls.
Aha! I'm onto your little scheme now, Mr. Krabs. It's all too clear that you're the one who's been trying to put the Krusty Krab out of business.
Hi, SpongeBob. Are you a worthless lackey, too?
Now I'm really confused, Patrick. Why would Mr. Krabs try to put himself out of business?
Because he's a worthless lackey?
Enough! Enough! Silence, you ignorant buffoons!
Plankton!
Plankton?
Of course, you nattering nincompoops. Who else has the intellect to mastermind such a plan? I would have succeeded too if it weren't for your utter
Such a plan.
incompetence.
Does this mean I don't get that raise?
Let's face it, Plankton. Evil does not pay, or even get very good tips. Your days of impersonating Mr. Krabs are over.
You may have won that round, SpongeBob, but I don't need a disguise to separate your crabby boss from his fortune. Behold, the greatest attraction to ever appear in Bikini Bottom, Chum World. Everyone will spend so much money here they won't have any left to buy your pathetic Krabby Patties. Now I'm off to Jellyfish Fields to watch the invertebrates get tangled in nets of torture. Ta-ta!
I hate to admit it, but that Chum World looks kind of fun.
Yeah, fun.
Where did Plankton say he was going?
Jellyfish Fields.
I see Krabs as lawful neutral. Oh, no way.
I don't believe we have the ticket to Jellyfish Fields, but we now know that this place goes to Chum World. I don't know why that alone is the only place the game doesn't spoil outright, but polite of them at least. Oh, we do finally have enough money to buy the acorn, so let's do that. Do you have to go back to downtown for the treasure? Yes, but we won't be able to get it for a while yet.
I'm ready to buy this acorn now, Squidward.
Well, maybe I won't have to sit out here all week after all. The acorn is yours. I'm sure Sandy will love it.
Let's go ahead and take the acorn to Sandy. But Liam had asked earlier, was there an obvious plot twist you guys didn't see coming as a kid? I'm trying to think. I was beguiled quite a bit by stuff when I was young. I had all this time to think of an example, and I don't got one. SpongeBob. Hey, Crockett.
I love visiting Sandy in her Treedome. Where else in Bikini Bottom can you worry about dying from all this air? That's strange. I don't feel as dry as I usually do, and I don't need my helmet at all. Oh, the ground in here is soaking wet.
SpongeBob! Get your squishy little body over here! Help!
So they do actually address it right away.
See you, Will.
What happened
Oh,
in here,
see you, Will.
Sandy?
Thanks for joining us.
I got all fired up after our karate match and wanted to practice some more, but I guess I got carried away because I accidentally poked some holes in the dome. This place is filling up faster than 11 gallons in a 10-gallon hat.
What can I do to help?
See if you can find something to
Good
plug
one.
the holes in the dome. You've got to plug all the holes to stop the water from coming in.
Oh, that reminds
It holds
me.
more
Let's
weight
see.
in the bad episodes, Krabby Chronicle, One Course Meal, etc., but Mr. Krabs' true nature is more noble, caring, in spite of his vice than Scrooge McDuck. Scrooge McDuck is way more caring than Mr. Krabs. Like... Scrooge McDuck is a capitalist, but he's never exploitative in the same way that that Mr. Krabs is. Like, for
Hardly
example,
ever.
for example, like when Mr. Krabs was just abusing the jellyfish Like, I don't,
There's
I
no
would
time
never
to
see
dilly-dally.
Scrooge
We've got to plug
doing
all the
something
holes
like
in the
that.
dome before this whole place is flooded.
I was about to say it was a missed opportunity for Plankton's Disguise to be the Crabborg, but this game was probably developed during Season 1. I don't know, they clearly had some dev notes or some part of the access to some things from the show. Stuff like the reef blower getting emphasized, which, again, we haven't seen it yet, but it will be. That's definitely more of a Season 1 thing, but, like, I've played a couple of very early SpongeBob games that preceded even this. Super Sponge, Employee of the Month. No, Operation Krabby Patty. And both of those, you can definitely tell, though they were made so early that the development team had no idea what they were working with. I do like her suit being just on the clothesline there. That's cute. Heard someone describe Mr. Krabs as a kid-friendly Buck Strickland. That's a fun analogy. I like that. Hey, no. Hold on.
Yeah, and Buck Strickland is a terrible person because he uses charcoal at his own home. So there you go.
He does not stay faithful to Sweet Lady Propane.
But yeah, was there an obvious twist that you didn't see coming as a kid? That was asked earlier.
I know you said once that you were almost taken in by Jafar's disguise in Aladdin.
Oh yeah. Until he does the little aside that he says, like, I almost got him or something like that. Like, I don't think I didn't realize it was Jafar when he was just in the cell initially.
Yeah. Honestly,
Like
that one I'll give you. It does not look like him at all.
Like, he talks to Iago at one point, and at that point, of course, it's obvious, but before then, I was kind of fooled by it.
Sure. I will say the SpongeBob movie didn't have any twists, but it's the only movie I've ever cried at, ever, which is pretty funny to me. Aw. No, I get it. I mean this nicely. If you're really young and seeing him and Patrick shriveling up, that they milk that long enough that's pretty heartbreaking.
Mission accomplished. All the holes
Yeah.
are plugged.
Thanks, SpongeBob. You're a real lifesaver. This place will probably stay soaked for days. As for me, I'm going upstairs to dry off.
So again, another neat trick this game pulls off. Wait, is she gonna talk again right away? Oh no, she. Okay. Another neat trick that this game pulls off. It would have taken effort to actually give SpongeBob his water helmet here, so they just came up with a lore explanation for, oh, the Treedome sprung a leak and now it's soaking wet, so you can just walk around in here. We don't have to model SpongeBob in his water helmet. It's fine.
Hey there, SpongeBob. Back so soon? What you got there?
Well, I just thought you might like this. It's a really weird acorn that makes funny noises when you shake it. Maybe you can use it as a decoration for your tree.
Why, isn't this the fanciest doohickey you ever done saw? This will look great on top of my tree. Hold on a sec while I put it up there. SpongeBob! This is no acorn! Get up here right away!
So. Yep. Well, rip. I was about to say shades of Click Clock Wood here, but much less punishing to fall off
Seems
here.
to be the problem, Sandy.
That acorn you gave me is nothing more than a hive filled with angry bees and wasps. Now someone has to get to the top of the tree and get it down.
Let me guess. That someone is bright yellow and kind of square. Okay, I'll see what I can do to get the hive out of your tree. Oh.
I mean,
Why does the music keep restarting? Unfortunately, unfortunately something we are just going to have to deal with. I think...
That hive isn't moving on its own. Now get up there and knock it out of my tree.
No, I'd remembered there being a little bit more music as a kid, but I guess I didn't quite remember that correctly. Oh well.
That hive is...
I'm working on it, Sandy. Yep.
rock trumpet riff. Not that bad, thankfully.
Sob. That does beg the question, though. Would it be funnier to have Werehog jazz here, or have SpongeBob ukulele in Unleashed? Well, goodbye.
It depends too much on my mood, because funny is very dependent on that mood.
Yeah, fair.
Like, it is very funny in Unleashed when you're looking at it outside of the context of actually playing it. Din, 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 din.
Oh, rip. I think they would improve both games by swapping. I suppose somewhat relatedly, one of the things that I understand the recent fan port of Unleashed does is it actually gives you a toggle where you can make it so that the trumpets don't actually come in during the battle sequences, and you actually get to enjoy the nighttime music. Wait, why does the bee have a stinger on its front? That's not how that works.
What is that? I thought that was just its head.
No, look, he's got like a...
Oh yeah. A little... Yeah.
It's not a nose, because that's not how bees work. Then again, sponges don't have noses. Sobel.
I guess the beads just don't care what we think is possible. You have to ground pound on this?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I did, but okay, we'll do it again. Okay, well, rip me.
Well, that hive is out of your tree, so, no hard feelings, right?
That's a good start, but now I've got all these stinging varmints flying around in here. Round them all up. If you do a good job, I might even have a reward for you.
It's okay. We'll just switch to the other music.
I like the idea of a beat 'em up with a soundtrack with this vibe, like leisurely beating up the population while I scroll.
Very much shades of What the Heck from, again, Earthworm Jim.
Not sure that's exactly what I would say.
Well, just that
Like-
that complete discordance.
Well, that's not discordant. The elevator music is the epitome of being in hell.
Yeah, okay. I'm working on it.
What's with the evil Mario 64 carousel riff? That one?
I think I need to go down for the rest.
Yeah, that's like the Sam & Max 2 office music from hell. Elevator music is perfect in hell. There, see?
You know, I can't argue with that. Oh, there are bees and wasps. That's strange considering those guys hate each other, but you know. Soibo.
I'm not sure the wasps hate them, considering they eat them.
I guess hate is kind of a strange word for a prey-predator relationship, huh?
That's Sponge Boos.
Let's go back up.
That is a fanny pack. Get your jaw off the ground.
Yeah, it's not square enough to be SpongeBob.
There are no more stingy thingies in your Treedome, Sandy.
That was some mighty fine wrangling, SpongeBob. I'm going inside my treehouse for a rest. See you later, SpongeBob.
Just watch her walk up the whole way.
You got one letter.
Well, all we need now is a PNG.
The fanny pack IRRC. I already said that.
There's a little bit of a time delay.
Oh.
I guess we can just...
So, Mistress of Mayhem, how long did you think you could hide in here? Prepare yourself for another defeat.
Is that supposed to scare me? I've been
Okay, well,
practicing
glad
since
you
our last
moved
match,
that
and
out of
I've
the
learned
way.
some new moves. Now pay attention. We've got a short amount of time to bust up all this junk in my treehouse. The one who breaks the most stuff when time runs out is the winner. Now here are some advanced moves. Hold the duck button, then press the action button to strike in all directions. You got all that? Ready? Set?
Oh,
Go!
here are the advanced moves. It's one move.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Not a lot of point to attacking her since your delay after attacking is about as long as her hit stun.
Not necessarily. With, because it's a combo to do the frickin' Psycho Crusher. If you tag her on that initial hit, then that locks her up while you're spinning away.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that was always happening on the third hit.
Yep. Also, I do.
Must contain immense karate powers.
Well, shucks, SpongeBob. That was some tussle.
So I don't know. I can't believe I never noticed that he is just doing the Psycho Crusher there.
Yes.
That's cute.
Yeah. Probably intentionally, too.
Oh wait, he's inflating his hand just like a balloon. That's cute. I don't think I've ever experimented with that animation. Wait, because I'm curious. Oh, that he break dances. Cute.
My power is sponge limited.
Ow!
Sorry, Sandy. Not sorry. Is it? Oh, it just lets me do this again. No, it doesn't. It just tempts me with the ability to potentially do that again, but then denies me that joy.
Yeah, if that were Banjo-Tooie, it would have Grunty saying, "Would you like to play again?"
Just kind of doing the sort of animation.
Yeah.
Right, I think we can actually round out the rest of the last two letters in the Treedome. Let's see.
This is a very small area in comparison to the other ones, I'm noticing.
Yeah. Not all areas are made equal.
Fair enough.
This is kind of a strange comparison, but as a kid, I played a lot of the Bugs Life video game, and one of the levels in it is you're going up the big old tree. So for most people, the logical comparison is, like I said, Click Clock Wood, but for me, it's this is much smaller than the tree level in A Bug's Life. Seems like Battle for Bikini Bottom is the better game, but this game better captures the spirit of SpongeBob. I can respect that take, yeah. That might also account for why I really click with this game a bit more, because I'm someone who, as I literally just said, I can easily be amused by kind of gameplay. If it, especially for a licensed title, if it is something that is doing something with a property that I think is interesting, or I think it says something interesting with it, or whatever.
I know that people do like a lot of the stuff that Battle for Bikini Bottom does in that vein, though. Like how, like when you respawn, it gives you the hand to...
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
To come back.
Mario Party, this is not. Oop, never mind. Oop, I spoke too soon.
To be fair, shock drop or roll is kind of a solved problem, so I'm okay. It's not hard to emulate that specific part of Mario Party. I apologize if you lose as 3 people in Shock Dropper roll. You are just not playing it optimally, I'm afraid.
Sorry, not sorry. All right, and that's all we need. So on to whatever this is.
Bucking Broncos! Bucking Broncos!
The main thing is I don't get why this takes place inside SpongeBob's head.
Bucking Broncos!
I don't even really get what it is trying to communicate.
Me neither. Especially since it's completely... So the intention is we've collected the letters. On the back of the letter tiles is a sliding puzzle. We assemble the sliding puzzle that gives a hint as to the location. Excuse me, of the Flying Dutchman's treasure. Okay, that's all well and good. The issue with that is we immediately segue into this sequence where we've got a divining rod, so it completely doesn't matter that we just got a hint as to where the thing is located because we have a tool that will just help us get there. It's like it's doing 2 things and it's a bit redundant. It really only needs to do 1 thing.
Yep.
Yep. Interesting choice. All right.
I guess having that classic Egyptian motif is the only way to do that.
Guess. At least it's cool visual pulling from the show's early years. That much is true. You definitely can't say that this game isn't creative.
Looking for you.
Sorry, but my yard sale is over. You should have shown up on time if you wanted to buy something.
I never buy what I want. I just take it. And you're what I'm here for. Another member for my ghostly crew.
But according to my book on evil spirits, the Flying Dutchman is only supposed to take the ones who disturb his rest.
But that little snail feller is working out so well, and my old crew is so lazy. Can't we overlook that rule just this once? Just think how nice it will be when you're a member of the Dutchman's crew.
I like that he has a different lure for every character he abducts.
It was even playing a couple clarinet notes.
Yeah. And for some reason, we're back here. Oh, it's been a little bit. Let's save. So
what are we looking at on totals so far?
Let's see. Well, that. I will say there are 8 areas in the game. We have full cleared 2 of them, and we've mostly cleared a third.
Okay.
In fact, we should be able to... I think if we can... No, I have no idea. I think we need to wait until we get the reef blower before we can clear out downtown. And I forget what the lead-in for the reef blower is, but we have a little bit to wait for that.
tartar sauce. I still don't have the right ticket for this bus stop.
Maybe check the to-do list. The to-do list will tell us how to get the letter tiles, but I don't think it'll tell us how to advance to the next plot beat.
But first
Right now-
off, did we get everything in here? All the coins and everything?
Well, this we can check. Literally everything but that coin.
Okay, so get that coin. There you go.
Wait. Hold up. Wait. There we go. It also covers money, jellyfish, and doubloons. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. So, we are missing some in Bikini Bottom and some downtown. Downtown we'll have to come back to, like I said, it's it does tell us the moment by moment stuff. Okay. Downtown we have to come back to once we get the reef blower. Catch the jellyfish that has the bus ticket. Oh, okay. And get Chum World Pass from Jellyfish Fields. Alright, so that's what we do next. You know what? Fair enough. Thanks for the reminder / suggestion, Jared. Been using this cool app called Merlin ID where you can ID birds with photos and their calls. It's basically a real-life Pokédex. Last night I heard a great horned owl pair duetting. Oh, neat. I know great horned owls are kind of all over the place. I don't know that I'm in the right place for them, but that has to be neat to just sit in on that and listen to that. Oh, there it is. There we go. Now we can go to Jellyfish Fields. Actually, was that the last? That was the last jellyfish we needed. Now we just have doubloons. And actually, we might be able to get those right away. Let me go bust stuff up in the Krusty Krab. Then we can hit up Jellyfish Fields.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. This will account for the rest of what we need.
There's some up top too.
Yep. Grab that in a sec.
Let's destroy all these chairs. No biggie.
Old man crabs won't mind. Is that it? No.
No,
Almost.
there was some in the kitchen too.
Oh yeah. Is there anything up here? Nah. There
One in
we
the
go.
kitchen. Deceptively hard to get that one.
Like I said, health doesn't really matter in this game, so it's sort of frivolous to even worry over it. But I highly recommended for you, McFlank. It sounds right up your alley. We would love to hear what birds you have in your decks, LOL. I'm trying to think of what we have around here. Of course, see plenty of eagles.
Can you break those?
SpongeBob's not strong enough to punch through steel. Let's see, we've got
To
eagles
be fair,
loving-
I don't think SpongeBob's strong enough to punch through wooden barrels either.
Well, no, but we must allow for some things. I probably have more stuff to rough up outside, I guess. Let me think. We've got eagles, we've got hawks, sandhill cranes I see all over the place. Heck, there's a nesting. I don't know if they nest around here or if they just like to stop here for eatins, but sometimes I walk through my subdivision and I see a bunch of them just schlepping about. Chickadees, whippoorwills, a lot of
Penguins, emus, ostriches, cassowaries.
yes, the famous Wisconsin cassowary. At a young age, they teach you how to tangle with frickin'. Not seeing much there. Maybe some other stuff to bust up elsewhere.
Chocobos.
Ed, what sound does a chocobo make?
It's like wee, isn't it, in Final Fantasy?
There are a couple different options depending on which Final Fantasy you're looking at. Quack is it for a while. There's also Wark.
Yeah,
I think
true.
there's another one as well. Hell with that. We'll worry about coins later. We move on.
Ah, there's nothing like a little playtime in Jellyfish Fields to make everything right again.
Don't you guys also have Far-Fetched? Yes, but Galarian only.
I like this area. Does not look like Jellyfish Fields at all.
There's a bit more to it. This is actually a fairly expansive area. We're just in kind of a smaller opening section.
Gotcha. Like the color scheme is kind of right on the rocks and stuff, but
Weird interaction. Oh, red is angry. They're territorial.
yeah, but unfortunately he doesn't have any more Far-Fetched. They went extinct from over hunting.
Yes. I
They're
love
just
sand.
They're just too delicious.
Well, that's why we only have Galarian.
Yeah. Everyone knows that British food isn't nearly as delicious.
I mean, I was more going for the fact that Galarian fights back, but sure. Exactly what's going on here? Right, why are you staring at him? Why is he so sad?
Why is he so small, the kid? Like, jeez.
Maybe he's
Like,
like
compare-
a minnow.
I guess, but compare him to his dad?
Well, there's also the fact that if we're looking at this correctly, his dad is half of a fish.
Yeah. But, like, seriously, that kid could almost fit in one of that guy's eyeballs.
Maybe it's like a Lord Jabu Jabu situation. Oh, actually, you know what? My apartment is right next to a little culvert, and depending on the time of year, it's not uncommon for a lot of ducks, cranes, or I think I've even seen swans out there just kind of chilling and doing their own thing. Sometimes they wake me up in the mornings, and that's always kind of nice, just happily vibing out there.
Culvert is always a weird word to me because it took me like unordinarily long to learn what it meant. I had to be like 17 before I heard the word culvert. But then my mom told me, "Oh yeah, everyone knows what a culvert is." I'm like, I never heard that word before. That's interesting. And like, there's only been a couple times since then that I've heard the word culvert, so younger me feels vindicated in not thinking it was a very common word.
I always have to check with myself because there's a fast food chain around here, Culver's. Very prominent, so it's kind of the mental calculation of Culver.
Yes. But yeah, before then I would have always just called it like a pipe or something. I don't know.
Like, that's fair. Hi, it's Plankton.
I want to see Chum World for myself, Plankton. How do I get in?
You would take the bus in Bikini Bottom, but you need a special bus ticket that also works for the ferry. And I don't think an employee of Mr. Krabs is gonna get one of those from me.
Even if I want to spend all my sand dollars at Chum World and make you rich?
Nice try, but all those holes in your head must have dried out your brain. I gave special instructions to all my Chum World clowns not to give you a bus ticket. Oh, and if you see one of my clowns here in Jellyfish Fields, tell them to stop fooling around and get back to work!
Defeat the clown for the Chum World Pass. Rather ominous mission statement in our mission log. We have Culver's in the west as well. I've heard that it's expanding quite a bit. It did start out by me, but...
At least he's not dying anymore. Or maybe he's dying more?
Are the kids messing with him or something? Like, what? He does not seem to be a happy fish. Oh,
To be fair, there are very few fish in SpongeBob that seem happy.
You know, you're not wrong.
Hey there, young fella. You here for the jellyfishing competition?
Jellyfishing competition? That sounds like fun. Tell me more, old-timer.
My name is Rusty Scupper, and the competition is sponsored by my bait shop. It's been going on for days. The first contestant to gather 100 jellyfish and bring them back here is the winner.
Does the winner get a prize?
Of course! I keep the prizes in my corral. The winner can choose whichever one he wants. That is, except for the racing snails. Those old boys aren't fit to race anymore. Now get out there and start catching some jellyfish.
Bring 100 jellyfish, game total, to Rusty. I still got a ways to go.
A reef blower 2500. I've always wanted one of these.
And that's how we get our reef blower. It is a bit funny to be like, you can get anything in the corral except for the racing snails. There's exactly one other thing. Besides all the balloons we stole, but shush.
Yeah, you'd think they could have made some furnace fun type consolation prizes there that you never actually get.
I would consider going for the friggin' stuffed plush Flying Dutchman. Like a button.
You know, I actually own the a real life doll of the Grunty from Furnace Fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was on sale a while back as like a official promotional thing.
I think I vaguely remember that. That's fun. Oop. We've gotta we'll just take our time with this. Dance. This way to jellyfish clams. There's more jellyfish to grab back there, but we can come back by that. Oh, Gooms, can you share a picture of Grunty on the Discord server?
I could take a picture of it later on, sure.
I have to work in the morning, so I have to head out. Good night, everyone. All right, thanks for joining us for a bit, Jared.
Probably not tonight, but maybe sometime tomorrow.
That's fair. Things are a little bit more open here. I guess they kind of took the interpretation of Jellyfish Fields in this game as being like a park or something. Which I guess it is. It's more nature preserve, I think, but...
Yeah.
Use the pearl to open a chest. Rip.
In a way, this is better, because in the show, Jellyfish Fields has always seemed kind of empty. That works for a show, but maybe it isn't as fun platforming around there. So they changed it for good reasons. even if it does make it kind of not feel like Jellyfish Fields.
Kind of another example of what you were saying before with like the downtown area or the Treedome having a lot more to do.
Mm-hmm.
Man, thank you. Just do our best Frogger. Oh no. Ow! Okay. Well.
Have to go, guys. I have some homework and dinner I need to catch up on. See you later, Liam.
Alright. See you, Liam.
Oh, and Jared have work in the morning, so I have to head out. Good night, everyone. See both of you later.
Let's see. Alright. Right, okay. That was completely pointless. Up here. Nope, crap. Little putsy.
But yeah, so far I really like this game. It's nice and cozy. It has higher production values than most games, most licensed games similar to this, and it aesthetically the areas really come into their own, especially after the first area, which is admittedly a little plain, but I guess that works for accurately representing the show and whatnot. But like these are pretty rich platforming areas. The voice acting's really good. The character animation's good.
Yeah,
If there was a re-release that fixed the load times and the music issue, I think this could... Granted, I haven't played Battle for Bikini Bottom, but this could probably easily stand up to that.
yeah, that's sort of it, isn't it? This is another one of this is another example of that phenomenon where the types of games that get remade are usually the types of games that people are enthusiastic about anyway and just want to play again, which is fine. But there is something to be said for remaking things that maybe didn't get as much attention or had a couple things that could be fairly easy fixes. Gee. Oh. You cannot climb ladders. I am sort of realizing, the more I'm playing this, the reason why this was the only rental game that I actually finished as a kid was because it's not a very hard game.
It's not very hard, no, and it's also not very long, but...
No. Now, granted, it did take me the full 2-week rental period to finish it as a kid, but then I was a child, and I wasn't as good as video games as I am now.
Yeah. But, I mean, I wouldn't expect a SpongeBob game to be terribly difficult, so...
It would be weird if SpongeBob, of all things, was the thing that really made people work for it.
Yeah.
like even some of the earlier games, like I mentioned, Super Sponge earlier, PlayStation 1 2D platformer. So that is of the era where you could get away with just being unreasonably dickish, but it's simple little game. It's fine.
And isn't there like a really annoying segment in Battle for Bikini Bottom that's kind of difficult?
The main thing I remember pissing me off is there's a one of the moves you get is to bubble bowl, where you blow a bubble and then bowl it. There is a single switch that you have to hit with it. It's like a target or something. And it's deceptively finicky because there's an animation to SpongeBob preparing to throw the bubble bowl, and then it's and there's a very specific placement you have to get with it, and ultimately fairly inconsequential because it's not like you're taking hits during it or anything like that, but it was very annoying trying to get that.
I thought I remembered people on like social media talking about how there was like a platforming area in the sky or something that you had to move fast on that was kind of annoying because of hitboxes or something.
I'm trying to remember now. Maybe that's in reference to there is a downtown area in that game as well, and part of it you're on top of or in the topmost floor of a rickety old building, and like the floor isn't finished, so you're I forget if there's platforming challenges there or if you're sending like torpedo projectiles places, maybe a bit of both. That might be it.
That sounds about right.
It's not sticking with me super well, but quick, get back on the giant white jellyfish. Okay, thank you.
You did it.
Stay on board the giant white jellyfish. Quick, get back on the giant white jellyfish. I'm going to count down. If you're not back on the giant white jellyfish, oh mister, you're going to be in so much trouble. Stay on jellyfish, the white giant board. Quick, get back on the giant white jellyfish. 9. 9, 8. Okay, you're back. It's just so unenthusiastic.
Platform Ghost from Yoshi's Island. This is not.
Quick, stay on board. Dear God, what are you doing? There is a world where you're on the giant white jellyfish, and this isn't it, but it should be.
They make you do this for a surprisingly long time.
My God, are you still on the giant white jellyfish? What the fuck, man?
Uh-oh.
That was right at the end, too.
Rip.
Look what you've done, you incompetent fool.
I can't believe you've done this.
I'll take the opportunity to grab the doubloons along the way. No. The giant jellyfish. It needs you.
Also, they should have called it a giant albino jellyfish.
Yeah, huh. Like, I was thinking, oh, it's like great white shark, but then it would be great white jellyfish.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, you've gotten off the giant white jellyfish. I'm going to hold my breath until I pass out if you don't get back on the giant white jellyfish.
And after I just glazed up this game too, like, most of this game has been pretty good for its standards. This part kind of sucks.
It's a bit tedious, yeah. Oh no. You stupid motherfucker. What in the ever-loving fuck is wrong with you? You fell off the giant white jellyfish. Okay, but seriously, get it right this time. God. I do remember there, like I said, I do remember there being like one or two genuine platforming challenges amongst the tiles and stuff. This isn't it. This is just kind of the, did you get it? No.
This is more
okay.
testing your patience than anything.
Well, I suppose I deserve that. Wait, can I save it? No.
Nope.
Not like that. I can't even.
I can't even.
What do you think the giant white jellyfish gets out of all this?
This is its mating ritual.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is there another jellyfish out there, or
Well, we're not sure yet. That's what it's looking for. That's why it's doing the mating ritual.
Okay, so it's kind of a deliberately circumlocucious path that it's treading, such that it might find a mate.
Not exactly find a mate, but appeal to other mates by the nature of how odd its flight pattern is.
Fair, fair.
This jellyfish has the most circuitous path around. That must make them an ideal swimmer.
Oh, okay. See, you've actually cottoned on to something there. Alright, I think it's that tile is what we're doing this for. Let's see. Come on, come on. Maybe not? Please don't tell me after the fact. No, you stupid motherfucker. You were supposed to do it there. I don't love the fact that it's now going away. Alright, well, we're docking. Oh, okay. We are now a Game Boy. Okay, but can you bring us back to the clam? No, the answer is no. There's got to be some quick way of getting up there. Oh, wait, excuse me. Let me try that again. Okay, that'll be how we do it. Alright, so a little bit of platforming here. We'll have to double back for the jellyfish. But... Ants. Damn. Since we're on this tier, let's just collect stuff. I do appreciate that there are just a lot of jellyfish to get in Jellyfish Fields. Like, of course there would be.
Remind me what the jellyfish and the doubloons do.
So collect a certain amount of both in each, I guess, world. And that counts for one of the tiles. You don't need 100%. But it certainly doesn't hurt. In the jellyfish's case, we also need to get 100 across the whole game in order to be able to get the reef blower. Currently we have 82. Actually making good progress. We will probably, if I remember correctly, we will need the reef blower for Goo World. Nope. Yeah, Goo World. Or no, Chum World.
Mixed it with Goo Lagoon there.
Yes. Which is another place that we're going to, but... But basically, I forget if there will be enough jellyfish in Jellyfish Fields to get it, or if we'll have to double back to the downtown to get to round it out.
Does this game have a 100% reward?
I'm not actually sure. I suspect there is, but it's probably just concept art.
Gotcha.
Yep. I think that's new. We were here before, but there are some... I'm pretty sure there's some jellyfish to get. Not actually... Oh, well. Yeah.
There was... Yeah. I thought I saw some to the left, too.
I'll check that in a sec. Oh, since I'm on my last hit points, I'm down to underwears.
Kind of cute, I suppose. Oh, those aren't jellyfish. Those are, like, crabs.
They keep throwing me off, too. I think that they're pink, right? Those rocks?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Not just my eyes playing tricks on me, but my eyes playing tricks on me.
Yeah, I think maybe that's an intentional thing.
Oh, maybe.
To, like, oh, you got fooled by this crab's camouflage.
You fool, you absolute fool. Oh wait, that's it. That's the end. Should be a pair of pants around here. Up here, I think. Yeah, full hit points. We also need to find a clown to beat up.
As one does.
The nice thing about video games is you can occasionally say something completely unhinged and there will be context to explain it. I think that's all there is in this area. I guess we'll double back.
You know, maybe all those grandmas were right. Video games does cause violence.
Bye. Alright, the corral where we were before.
Not gonna call it the Coral Corral.
Sadly, no. I will save real quick since it's been a bit. Okay. We go to the very, very sad man. Alright, that appears to be a very easy to access tile. Gibbo!
Splat!
Yazoo!
Gabbo!
Children continue to taunt that poor man. Yeah, I'm actually feeling pretty confident about all that stuff. Excuse me. Not enough.
A reef blower.
sworn there was more to this place. Unless I'm missing something. Probably missing something. Huh. Yeah, I definitely thought there was more to this place. I gotta be missing something. I'm positive that we run into Patrick here as well. Oh, well, that's something.
Go up there, yeah.
Yeah, still plenty more for us to get. Just make sure, yeah, that loops back. Okay, well, let's... Sadly, these are placed quite optimally for this to just have to sit and wait.
Yeah. The pattern on these is probably twice as long as it needs to be.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's scope around the jellyfish clams again. Really makes you think. Okay, so we had the pearls there, we did that stuff. Just climbing up here to re-examine from a vantage point. That's where we came from. That's going to be progress, and there doesn't appear to be much else here, so... Alright, back to the giant white jellyfish.
My favorite.
Quick, get back to the giant white jellyfish. You're not done. The ride never ends. Kind of a random place to put a garbage can. Yeah, I ain't seeing progress around here. Huh.
Huh.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I died somehow.
Um,
Okay.
Tap back into your subconscious. What did you do all those 20 or so years ago?
I mean, I guess I could go back in town and get the rest of the jellyfish.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Or you can look at the pause screen and maybe that'll give you a hint on some of
Defeat the clown.
letters.
Defeat the clown for the Chum World Pass. Bring 100 jellyfish. Game total to Rusty. Also get a bunch of doubloons. On the prow of the ship, foot race with Patrick. Herd the snails into the corral. Okay, and some of that I know is going to be reef blower stuff, so I might as well try and earn that.
Yeah, maybe you have to get enough jellyfish to get the reef blower, and then that'll open up more stuff here.
I think that's going to be right, yeah.
That would make sense since the reef blower is in this area.
Alright, that's not too bad, I suppose. L-O-A-D-I-N-G, period. They really do make you get all the jellyfish available at this point in the game. That's a little extreme. All right. I don't know what to make of these bully OCs.
Yeah, they're eels, but they're like... You think of eels as being very long, and these are not.
I guess they are eels, huh? I always thought they're like weirdly proportioned fish or something, which is technically what an eel is.
Yes. So, I'm starting to think that this song is going to be like literally 80% of this game, if not more.
It would kind of explain why I remembered this song as, oh yeah, this one. And you can just reset it like that too.
It's just most practical for platforming and catching jellyfish to be in this costume the vast majority of the time.
Especially since the net doubles as a larger ranged weapon.
Yeah, and you use it for those hooks context sensitively. So it's like they use everything in this costume. They probably should have just, like, ditched the costume idea in general and just made it part of SpongeBob's normal moveset.
Yeah, like, having the Mermaid Man costume is cute, but,
You could maybe keep Mermaid Man as a costume, like, put it on a timer or something in those changing booths, and then axe the rest of it.
yeah. Although, I do remember them doing some interesting stuff with the, Ooh, almost. Just 4 more. Just 4 more! I don't think we're gonna get them all here. I do remember them doing interesting stuff with the reef blower, but, But if you have, like, thing like that, I feel that it's easier to divide focus or intentionality of it. Okay, well, bye. Nope, we went down that one before. I need to go to one of the other districts. Lakitu. Are those tomatoes and green peppers? Weird.
They look like Pokeballs.
I can see it. We're also
Almost got everything.
Yeah. I am still pretty sure that we'll be doubling back for with the reef blower here, but I went down that way before. Alright, let's try the construction site. Just a sponge standing in cement. Well, it'll give us a rip. Briefly switch the music, I guess. There, see, he threw a punch. Completely unwarranted.
So there's 4 transformations in this game?
Yes, the reef blower counts as one.
Okay, so we have 4 areas, so they could take the music of these existing tracks and apply it to 4 of the areas instead, and then add 4 more new tracks, and that I think would improve the substance of this game a lot. Like, You could still keep the jellyfishing theme, just make that the theme of Jellyfish Fields instead of anytime you're in the jellyfishing outfit.
I would definitely agree with that. There's a lot more interesting ways that they could have implemented this stuff. And yeah, just even a little more variety is nice. I didn't see it up there anyway. I guess maybe in the high-rise bit? I thought I checked that out pretty well, though.
But like visually, these areas are really nice. Like I said, they got a lot of movement going on. It represents the show really well. Like I like how SpongeBob still has his colored green outline instead of the black outline that you see in a lot of later stuff.
Honestly, don't know that was a detail that I ever fully registered, but you're quite right about that.
He had that in the first season and maybe some of the second season, but then they got rid of it. Which is a shame. I always kind of liked how he looked with that.
Oh wait, no, I know. Okay. The game totally wants me to actually have a friggin' the fishing gear, but I am seeing if I can avoid.
Nuts to you, game.
Sadly, I don't think I benefit in any way from that, or that hasn't gotten me any closer to what I'm looking for. Oh. Excuse me, sorry.
This game could probably do with the Spyro Sparks.
Most
Gem
games
finder.
could, but yes. Alright, well that's just not gonna work. Let's also save since it's been a bit. One thing to note about, I mentioned that I played this and beat this as a rental. We never rented memory cards. I don't think we knew what they were until we actually owned a GameCube. So part of why I never cleared most of the rental games was because we lacked the actual means to save, and thus we're constantly having to restart the game.
Right. Did you know the trick of pulling the plug so that you could watch TV? While keeping the console running?
We had multiple TVs. I think we could just like, depending on when. No. The downstairs TV had the console. The upstairs TV, we would watch TV. But definitely not, and definitely had heartbreak once or twice with who was using what TV for what purpose.
Gotcha.
We were here before, just doing due diligence. Maybe that guy should give a hoot.
Don't pollute.
All I'm saying. Yep, well, rip me. I don't know what to tell you, Wiener. Okay, I'm back here, but legitimately. Reward, please. That's a big negativo. Pretty sure this area is clear, which means I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Jeez. What all does that leave? Let's see, Gulagoon we can't get to, I'm pretty sure. Chum World we can't get to. Is that? Yeah. Jellyfish Fields. Oh, no, I know what it is. Okay. Which is to say, I have solved the mental problem I was running through my head. I don't know where I'm going.
So you don't know where it is?
No.
So it's the exact opposite of what you said.
I said I know what it is, not where it is.
So what is it?
There are 7 worlds in this game, not 8.
Okay.
I didn't say it was relevant to the problem at hand, just that oh, hello. Just that I figured out what I was trying to figure out. Anyway, that's all the jellyfish.
Oh, you were trying to figure out what the other world you forgot about was?
Yes.
I gotcha.
So we're out of jellyfish here, so we really do need to get the rest from Jellyfish Fields. Well, we do. That's the way the game works, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. This is the way that the game works. Look, they designed it in a specific way such that we get the things in the specific order and placement, and this is how they've meted out this game design. She doesn't care. It's so hard when your cat doesn't sympathize with the specific parameters of video game design.
So how do you get to Goo Lagoon?
I am pretty sure we have to get the ticket in Chum World.
Okay, so how do you get to Chum World?
We have to beat up the clown in here.
And where is this clown?
Presumably in the same place as Patrick and all of the other jellyfish. I never said this game was flawless, just that I think it gets a bad rap.
I would be very enthralled by this game as a kid. I'll give you that.
I think that's all I can ask for. Oh, okay, that's something.
That can't be how you're supposed to do that.
It was less something than I had hoped.
Okay. I was going to say, janky physics off that guy's head. No way that's the way.
I forget if I've mentioned this on stream, but, oh, up there, that's where I'm supposed to go. Okay. I forget if I've mentioned this on stream, but, back in school when I was doing, game design, we had,
Did you find my clown in Jellyfish Fields? If you see him, tell him he's fired.
I'll just push past Plankton here. We had, what was it? We had days where, I believe every semester or every quarter, there would be days where we would have one weekend would be set aside for a 48-hour game jam where you could opt to be a part of trying to develop the video game in 24 hours. Or, no, 48 hours. 48-hour game jam. Come on, focus on what you're saying, guy. So
also, before you tell this story, did you go to Plankton and then back off and go explore around everywhere else and then forget where Plankton was?
Yes, I did. Guilty as charged.
Okay, just making sure.
I own up to that. Anyway, 48-hour game jam. You'd spend 48 hours crunching, trying to develop a video game, and at the end of it, you'd bring all of your games to this a big student showcase where you'd show off what you did, and there'd be judges, and they decided and stuff. I participated in one year. Rather embarrassingly, and this was absolutely my fault, I forgot to program in the end state of the game. So, yeah, we didn't do super well. But I mentioned the whole thing because there was, on a separate year that I didn't participate in, I was there to test. I went to the show to support my friends who, of course, dog-tired after doing nothing but make a video game for 48 hours. And I forget what the game was. I think it was a stupid indie survival horror game made in Unity. And that sounds like a huge slam. Understand that I know stuff like Slender and Amnesia and stuff has its fans. A lot of those things are... in college, I came to the realization that you can kind of grind those out or crank those out super quickly in a stock engine like Unity.
Well, Amnesia's a little unfair because that's like actually a game, but yeah, like Slender.
Slender or what else? SCP protocol breach or containment breach, stuff like that. Like, there's a place for those games, and I get the appeal to those, but they're so simple that you can just kind of do whatever to them. So my friends had made a game that was like this, where I think the setup is that you're in a mine shaft and you're trying to get out, and it's all spooky.
Did you find my clown in Jellyfish Fields? If you see him, tell him he's fired.
It's just gonna keep throwing that out there.
No, go back there. Go back there.
Well, I was going to get the reef blower.
Oh, okay.
I'm not.
You didn't get everything in that area, and I didn't want you to get lost again.
Don't worry. I have it memorized now.
Okay.
So, well, actually, I'll hold off for a minute.
Like I told you before, it takes 100 jellyfish to win this competition.
Well then, feast your eyes on this stash, Rusty.
We have a winner! Now you can choose one of the prizes inside the corral.
Oh, I've always wanted a reef blower 2500. What a great prize!
Not that hunk of junk.
But this is what I want. The reef blower that defines reef blowers.
Okay. Go ahead and try it on to make sure it fits.
It's the only prize you have, and you're calling it a hunk of junk?
Stop! My poor snails!
Gee, sorry about that. I've never used one of those before.
From now on, use a changing tent to put on that reef blower, just to be safe. You can press the action button to roll something big with it, or to activate a fan. And some critters are actually afraid of the reef blower, like my poor old racing snails. How will I ever get them back into my corral?
Don't worry, Rusty. I'll herd all your snails back into the corral for you using this.
And here we've got a little tutorial for this.
And new music.
Yes, indeed. The final music track, I guess. What is that face he's pulling? Eh? So, simple game. You're in a mine shaft. You're trying to get out. I think it kind of ended on a joke where, like, you get out, but a velociraptor eats you anyway, so it's all pointless. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, my first inclination with that game, as it is with every game, is, okay, cool, I can jump. I'm going to try to jump on things I'm not supposed to jump on. And I was able to scale the a lot of vertical walls, or near vertical walls, of the mine shaft because physics collisions. And I was having a jolly good time messing with physics, and one of my friends, it wasn't really a friend, he was just a guy I put up with because he was in my college social circle. He immediately gets on my case of how, stop doing that, you're breaking the game. Can't believe you're making fun of the game, or whatever. And it's just like, fuck off, man.
Yeah.
Let me have my stupid
All
fun.
my snails are accounted for.
Okay, now we'll go back to the other area.
I do appreciate at least that they're trying to have some kind of platforming option for everything except for the base thing. Like, Mermaid Man has that, like,
he's got projectiles, so that's...
when he can, like, fly a little bit, can't he?
It is the same hover as every other version. It just is the one that looks the most elegant.
So I guess they all just have the same hover. It just looks differently.
Yeah.
Huh.
Let's check in with Patrick here.
Why aren't you jellyfishing with the rest of us? Are you okay?
Oh, hi, SpongeBob. My tummy hurts. I think it was that funny square thing that I ate. I sure wish someone could get it out of my belly. Get out of my belly, square thingy!
Well, I think I need to actually hit him, so we'll switch back to the... Where's the tent?
Yeah. It's weird because until now I hadn't put together that like the hovering is just the same for all the characters. Because
the animations do a pretty good job of disguising it, huh?
Yeah.
Where's this go?
Because so really, I guess the reason you're just as jellyfisher all the time is so that you can find the jellyfish.
Yeah, like, it's... The melee option is good enough. You've got most of all the same abilities. You're basically just down, you don't have projectile, and you don't have a means of forcing things places, and like, okay, but... I'm gonna have to double back quite a bit for a changing tent.
The Tag Anywhere mod with Donkey Kong 64 got really popular because it fixes what a lot of people see as a major issue with that game, in that you have to always go back to the tag barrel and change. And I feel like that's a little unfair because even though the game's probably improved with the Tag Anywhere mod, there is something to be said of like choosing your character and going on a specific run with that character. It makes the characters feel distinct and like you're not just playing one mega character. But in this case, I feel like you're still playing as SpongeBob no matter what anyway. So being able to change forms at will wouldn't really hurt anything, especially if it didn't if it ruined the music, obviously.
You don't really like with DK64, part of it as well is the levels are very clearly designed around the idea of going in with a specific character, coming back out, going in with another specific character, and the way that like the multicolored bananas and stuff are laid out. But with this, you really lose nothing by just having access to these abilities or the ability to quick change.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Just want to see if the karate chop is what we need to do here.
That being said, I think once we're done with Jellyfish Fields, that is probably it for tonight. But I would be interested in finishing this up after we do a little more bug.
Sure, I'm cool with that.
We might as well see this through since it's not a very long game.
We'd probably be able to wrap it up in another session.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see, though.
Patrick?
Oh, yeah.
Very slowly.
Oh, I feel a lot better. Thanks. Hey, look, there's another one of those tasty square thingies. And it's all mine.
So now we have an actual legit race. But you can just do this. But if you take too long, in fact, Patrick will eat it, and you'll have to repeat the whole process.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
I kind of wanted to see it, but oh well.
Quite know how he does that slow. But whatever.
You're not supposed to be looking at it too hard.
I mean, if you mess up, he comes all the way back over here and gets a tummy ache again. Rude.
Not everything is supposed to go in your mouth, Patrick.
You're just jealous that some of us find better snacks than you.
Oh, there is a changing tent over here. Jeez Louise, that was all for naught. Rip.
There's a jellyfish over there anyway, so. Rev up those fryers!
Does he look cracked? Oh, we got enough doubloons. Nice. I think that just on the prow of the ship. Okay.
Get these jellyfish while you're here.
Yeah, hold on, Lefty. Where's the tent? I was promised the ability to change. Why? I have to platform a little more, I guess. Oh, I see. Okay. Alright, yeah, let's go jellyfishing. I don't think the game has any more big checks in terms of get all the jellyfish, but like might as well. Did I get that one? Kind of wish that they weren't proximity triggers on the bee jellies. Crap.
The spot that they come out of has electricity, which kills you.
I guess it's super electricity or something. We can sort of cheese the greenies. Actually, how do we? Pretty close, actually. Not actually.
Just a place to be.
Almost.
Unity, come on, Unity, you can
Yeah!
do it!
Also, just a
Unity'd up
place to
there.
be, but
Yeah.
whereas on some level, what I am doing here is trying to subvert the intended game systems. I would also argue that I'm not doing so maliciously. This is just a way of having fun with the video game. So people can just chill the hell out. Alright, there. Good lord. God, how freaky the clownfish were.
I think he should have been fired before whatever
You must be one of the clowns
misdeeds
from
happened.
Plankton's Carnival.
Hey, buddy, don't tell Plankton you saw me today, okay? I don't want to get in trouble.
Maybe we can make a deal. I won't tell Plankton where you are if you give me your bus ticket to Chum World.
Give you my bus ticket? Then I would be in real trouble. But I'll tell you what, Squirt. If you can defeat me, then you can have the ticket. Okay, I give
That's
up.
all.
Here's your stinking bus ticket. The bus in Bikini Bottom will take you to Chum World. I gotta find a new line of work.
Not since General Scales has there been a confrontation of such epic proportions.
Rude. Edwina. Guess I'll just. Oh, well, I'll go to the side. I know, babe, I know.
The hilarious thing is I don't know if that was supposed to be a boss or if it was just if that was the joke that it was pathetic. I legitimately don't know.
Your guess is as good as mine, which is to say I choose to believe that that's the joke.
Okay.
Oh, darn. Crap. No. I got distracted. Supposed to go up there? that works. Yay, but also no! Well, it is progress. Can I get up here? The answer is no. Okay, we'll do this friggin' jellyfish daisy chain. Haha, sequence breaking, suckers!
What do you think of your sequence breaking? So there's the little square you need.
We'll just have to make sure to grab that.
Also the last jellyfish, I believe.
And the second to last and the third to last.
Oh. No, there's... I guess it makes sense that there's a lot of jellyfish in Jellyfish Fields.
Grab them out of order. I will try to grab the tile as the last thing I grab, because otherwise I'd have to trek all the way back out here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ants. Alright, tread lightly. Okay. Okay. That just leaves literally these three. Come on, stay there. Oh, damn you. Oh, that is
that all?
right. Yeah, that is.
Yes.
All
Okay.
right, we're cool. Ba da 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 da. Spin.
One more time for the road.
We immediately lose one, so we just revert to SpongeBob. Okay, nope, that's the button.
SpongeBob was the name of that clown from before.
Bring it around town.
Alright, we'll be able to find this one by looking for the jellyfish.
Oh, is that all?
Just over here. We actually go to a different area. up. Is it perhaps? Nope. Are you over here? We'll never know. Okay. Oh. Wait, is that a snail or a...
That was a snail.
Stupid snail.
You're a stupid snail.
Buddy, I've taken offense to last. So if it turns out the punchline to all this is I'm in completely the wrong area, that's going to be quite annoying. Suggesting in that direction.
You're supposed to say, you should know quite a lot about stupid snails, considering you are one.
Ayo.
Because it's on brand for SpongeBob.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh no, there it is. I see it. I see it now. That is a stupid snail. However, I want to get into that spot there.
Weirdly, they already have the Spyro Spark system. They just don't apply it to other collectibles.
Yeah, I guess so. Also, at least the chorus of children's did not find the glasses gross. They're just weird old glasses.
SpongeBob! SpongeBob! Hello? Oh, where is he? I'm tired of being alone all the time.
Prepare yourself, pudgy pink one, for you shall soon be part of my pirate crew.
Part of a pirate crew? Oh, goody, goody, goody! I won't be alone anymore.
Okay now. I'm just going to hypnotize you so we can...
What are we waiting for? Let's get going already.
So, just keep your eye on this Patty.
Listen, am I going to be part of your crew or not?
Always liked that Patrick is just too oblivious to be hypnotized. All right. Let's
So
go
we have
ahead
done
and call
four.
it there.
We've done 4 areas.
Most of 4, yes. 3 in
Yeah.
full, and just a little schniblet of downtown. That leaves Goo Lagoon, Chum World, and the Endgame area.
Mm-hmm. Which I figure has something to do with the Flying Dutchman.
Well, yes.
But
all right. Yeah, so we can definitely revisit this to round it out down the line if we need another breather from Bug at some point or whatever.
yeah. Maybe we can alternate for a
Sure.
little bit.
Sure, I'm cool with that. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and leave it there. Next week we'll be suffering again. But so be sure to tune in for that. But thank you for joining us. We hope you all had fun, and we'll catch you on the next stream.
Catch you next time.